Welcome to Astro Venture, the DSLR astrophotography channel. Hey there, Astro Ventures, welcome back. If you're new to this astrophotography channel, my name is George, and this is the astrophotography channel for DSLR, or mirrorless camera bodies combined with the lenses we already own, and a simple star tracker like the Skyguider Pro or the Star Adventurer. Today I wanted to talk to you about an upcoming comet opportunity, and that is going to be Comet 19P Borrelly. Now, that comet is available to photograph right now. However, it's very low in the western sky. It is just to the left of the constellation Aries. The upside, right now, it's a magnitude of 8.5. So if you can get clear sky, clear atmosphere, no city glow, and you can see Aries just to the left of it, you may be able to photograph it now while it's a bit brighter. Later on, about a month from now, March 25th, it will actually be in a much better location. However, the problem that we're going to have is that by the time we get to March 25th, its magnitude is going to drop from an 8.5 to a 10. But it is in a better location. It will have actually climbed higher up into the night skies from the Aries constellation up into the Perseus constellation. And what I'm really excited about and why I really want to go after this one is because it's going to offer an excellent framing opportunity to capture both Comet Borrelly and the California Nebula, because they're going to be right next to each other. So let's go over some camera setup here and how we might frame this up to get both targets within one frame. So, focal length. I'm going to suggest a focal length on a full frame camera or a focal equivalency on a crop camera of 300 millimeters, probably no more than 400. And in doing so, keep in mind, if you are on a Nikon crop sensor, you will need to take whatever the indicated focal length is and times that by 1.5, and that will give you the focal equivalency. And then make adjustments to get yourself to a focal equivalency of 300 millimeters. If you're on a Canon, you're going to take the focal length of your lens, multiply it times 1.6, and again, make adjustment until you get to about 300 millimeters. I don't expect you're going to want to go over 400 millimeters. ISO. On this one, because it's going to drop to a magnitude of 10, when I shot the California Nebula last, I was using the same lenses I'm going to use for this one. It was a 300 millimeter f4, and I used an ISO of 800, and that captured the nebula outstanding. However, the faintness and size of this comet is going to be really small, so I suspect that I'm probably going to have to push my ISO up to 1600 or more to get that green glow to show up. Now that whole area is really, star packed, but that green glow is present with the comet. So with 2-minute exposures, and then I plan to shoot for a couple hours, I think I should be able to capture the California Nebula running at 300 millimeters with 2-minute exposures. I can maintain rock solid round stars, and that total accumulation of time, ideally 2 hours, I should be able to get a nice tail streak going from the comet. And then I'll probably do a little bit of compositing work to get a nice streak of the tail to indicate the movement of the comet, but I don't necessarily need 2 hours of trailing for the comet. But we'll see once we get there. So, just to go over that quickly, ISO, figuring probably 1600 or higher. Exposure, I'm looking at doing about 2 minutes so that I can maintain rock solid round stars. I am looking to do about 2 hours worth of data on my 300 millimeter f4 lens. I think that'll get me to the ballpark of where I need. Ultimately, though, what I will do is I will be looking really closely on the back of my camera to make sure that I'm picking up some green glow in there. If I'm not seeing it, I may have to push that ISO up. But primarily, I'm after that green glow. So there you have it. February 25th, just to the left of Aries in the western sky. You can start shooting if you have good conditions, clear atmosphere. March 25th, it'll move up right next to Perseus, specifically right next to the California Nebula. And it happens that March 25th is one new moon weekend, approximately, and it correlates with a Friday, so that those of us that are working astrophotographers can also get out there and, you know, make a late night of photographing this comet. Okay, thank you. And if you are new to AstroVenture, we do have a Facebook group page called AstroVenture DSLR, and you will find plenty of other astrophotographers there. It is a learning place and a place to share. If you like this video, if you found the information useful, please consider, smashing that like button, subscribing, and ringing the bell for future notifications. We appreciate you, and I wish you clear skies and uneventful nights.